and welcome to All Hail the Ale. All Hail the Ale even. And tonight we're going for another London-based brewery. And the beer is one I've not tried before. I've tried something from the brewery before. I've tried their IPA. And this one is called Wit from Camden Brewery. Wit. And it says, who gives a wit? We do, and it's not rude. Based on a traditional Belgian white beer, we've added the bergamot and lemon zest of Earl Grey tea for a well turned out beer that politely packs a punch. Now, I like white beer, wheat beer. I like Earl Grey tea. I liked Earl Grey IPAs that I've had in the past. And when I saw this, I thought to myself, well, I'll give it a try, because I'm likely to enjoy it. And hopefully this doesn't disappoint. I like one or two of the things that Camden Town Brewery put on their can, and one of them is this one here. It's a silly little scale that goes from really dull to zesty, you know, and it's right up there in the zesty end of the spectrum. It tells me that it's a 4.3% beer, that it's a 330ml can, and to drink it cold. Well, I always drink it cold. It's been chilling in the fridge for quite a few hours now. The malts are pilsner wheat and torrefied wheat. The yeasts are Belgian white yeast, and the kettle hops are pearl. And it contains obviously lemon zest and bergamot as well for those citrusy Earl Grey-esque flavours. Now, there's only one way to find out if it really does hit the spot, like a cup of Earl Grey tea. Let's crack it open, pour it and see what we get. So we are pulling out the old Lemmy inspired 37th Stoke Beer and Cider Festival glass for this one. God rest Lemmy, he was a legend. Here we go. Now it is a very, very pale beer. Extremely pale. It's got a decent head on it. There's your beer, you know, pale as they come. We've got what, a finger and a half of head, white, tight bubbles. Smells vaguely yeasty and wheaty, like most white beers do. Does it taste like an IPA? Does it taste like a wheat beer? Let's find out. And by IPA I mean an Earl Grey IPA. Oh, it's predominantly wheat beer. There is something unusual going on there, and by unusual I mean smoky. There's nothing to suggest smoky on here. We're not talking like smoky whiskey, but just a little hint of something. I'm getting the tiniest of hints of the Earl Grey. I mean, I had a beer a couple of weeks ago now that was another Earl Grey IPA, and that one was quite clearly an Earl Grey inspired beer. There was huge hits of bergamot, whereas this is very subtle and in the background. Now I'm not sure which I prefer. It's clearly wheat beer inspired. It's less of the Bavarian, more of the Belgian. I mean, I guess it does tell you that it's Belgian inspired, but there are elements of wheat beer in there, and just a touch of lemon. Nothing huge, nothing in your face, just a little hint. And I mean, it implies that it's at the really zesty end of the scale. I'm not sure it's right that far at the end. I'd probably knock it back by about a quarter from where it is. There's a hint of it, don't get me wrong, but there's other things going on that are more prominent in the flavour. And yeah, if you're going to claim to be zesty, I'd really like it to be super zesty. But don't get me wrong, I like it for what it is. There we go. I like it for what it is. I'm slightly confused as to where this smoky edge is coming from. I don't dislike it. I enjoy it. But I wasn't expecting it based on the description of the beer. But yeah, it is what it is. Wit. Gentleman's wit. Gentleman's wit. Yeah, I enjoy it. Now, what did I pay for that? Well, in Tesco, they do a 3 for £5.25 offer on their craft beer. So I got that and a few others for £5.25. So it's less than £2 a can. Quite a bit less. Would I score it highly though? That's the question. Now, would I buy it again? It's a good question. I would. But how much would I want to go out and get it in favour of anything else? Well, as a wheat white beer, there are better. I've got to say. As an Earl Grey inspired beer, there are more obvious Earl Grey inspired beers out there. But as something that's got wheat beer and Earl Grey, it's the first one I've tried, and it's got a little something smoky about it, and I like that. It's different. Would I though go to Tesco's and off of all of the canned craft beer that they've got, would I pick this up ahead of anything else? Probably not, I'm going to be honest. Excuse me. Would I pick it up ahead of other wheat beers? Probably not. But of all the offerings in Tesco, it's the only one that I have seen that is offering anything that's remotely Earl Grey inspired. So if I was looking for an Earl Grey inspired beer in Tesco, this is the one that I would pick. Because it's, let's be honest, for the money, it's good value. You know, I can get 3 of these for £5.25, so we're talking 990ml for £5.25. The previous beer that I drank, or one of the previous beers this evening that I drank for 440 was £6.15. So it does represent good value for money. I cannot score it more than a 4. It's obviously got it's got 3 or more because I would buy it again. But it's not that much more than 3. I'm going to say 3.5 because when I want a wheat beer, I want those real bready hits. And if I want an Earl Grey inspired beer, I want those truly hit you in the face kind of bergamot flavours. And this doesn't offer much, but it offers a little bit of both, not a huge amount of either. So it's alright. It's alright. It's not anything that I would write home about. It's not going to win me any awards. It's not going to win my favour, but it would win £5.25 of my budget for 3 of them on occasion. And I guess that's the point. If I enjoy it enough to want to buy it again, it's not done a bad job. So ladies and gents, boys and girls, for a beer that's not done a bad job at all, this has been Camden's Gentleman's Wit. I've been Nick and I'll see you again soon. Bye.